Hi everyone, how are you? I started talking about my garden a few videos ago now, and the intention was to do a weekly upload, but one thing and another, I've let that lapse, and I thought before winter arrives, let me just finish off this little series. So here I am, autumn in England, and everything's starting to just pull back a little bit. And my ace is slightly changing colour, and the hosta's looking gloriously golden. The giant one is still looking a little green, but it won't be long. Hopefully it will look bright like this one here. My heuchera, yeah, they're not doing too badly, but there was 3 pots here earlier on in the year. The other one was a more purpley colour. But what happened, it got a bug, it got some kind of weevil. The foliage was still looking very healthy. I just happened to touch it one day, it just came away in my hand. And I could see all these little maggoty shaped thick creatures moving around. I think it was a weevil larvae. So, yeah, I soaked them. I soaked these heuchera. And hopefully next year they'll all come back. So from one plant I've now got about 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 2 in pots over there. Hopefully they'll take. That one's looking better than the other one. I've got one in a pot there, put one in the ground, and I've got the other one that I've just shown you. So yeah, hopefully next year I'll get some burgundy heucheras back. And this cosmos here, I'm really pleased with, because I've got some others further down in the garden, and they're just tiny. There's one over there. That's, I think, because they're in pots, and the root growth wasn't able to be as vigorous as it needed because it was in a confined space. This one here too. They can be grown in pots if you buy them from a garden centre or a florist, and they're already quite healthy. But I grew these from seed, and they just don't seem to be doing very well in the pots. So next year I know I'll put them straight into the ground. This lovely little plant here, I think it's called Nerine or Neris. Nerine, I think. If you know anything about a South African plant called Agapanthus, it kind of bursts out like that. It's just started to see two there. So there'll be more along the way, hopefully very soon, before it gets too cold. But yeah, law of attraction. What's all this got to do with law of attraction? I just wanted to show you really these 2 sinks here, Belfast sinks, because I had wanted to create a little pond, and I've seen TV programs saying that you just need a little small something, a bowl, a basin, an old bath. And I thought, yeah, I like the whites in the garden to brighten up the area, and I thought a sink would do perfectly. And then lo and behold, within a matter of weeks there was 2 put out in the street. I'm going back a few years now, and 2 guys I know helped me move them because they are very heavy. And I had hope for frogs, and somebody I know has frogs in their garden this summer. They appeared, and I was meaning to get some, but it never worked out, and probably it was not meant to work out, because apparently shouldn't move them too far from their place of origin. And had I moved them, it would have been too far. But yeah, I'd say about 3 or 4 years ago, I went over to one of these sinks to get some water, because the summer can dry them out sometimes. And I screamed because I saw something moving there. I think it was a toad. So I know wildlife does pass through here. But maybe the space was a little bit too small for that particular creature. But yeah, law of attraction has given me everything I've wanted for this garden. You see these felt pots here? Those grey felt pots. I got about 50 of them. There was a drugs raid, and the people had been growing cannabis in the loft, and They were just dumped in the front garden. I asked the next door neighbour about it, and he said just take them. And I got some plastic pots as well. I got all these saucers, about 50 of those. I think they were underneath the grey felt pots. But yeah, I'm still trying to get my head around certain aspects of law of attraction, falling asleep in the place that I want to be, and the things that I want, and the health benefits that I want. Yeah, it's a new way of life. It's belonging to the way, isn't it? Just like Scripture says. And you walked a certain way your whole life, and swapping over to a new way it's taking time and effort, but I know that it's going to be worth it. I was hoping for big things by now. I haven't manifested yet, but I know they will. In the right time, they will. Maybe I should tell you about this here. This is the base of a wood burner. The top rests on this lip here. It's a black metal frame, and you can see the flame when the wood is burning, and that was 40 quid, and I really liked it, but I'm denied about it. And then I went back the other week and it was still in the shop, TK Maxx, and I got it for £12. So it was a bargain. And my amaranth, the red amaranth as well. I'm really pleased with the way the crop grew, although it seeded quite quickly, which is okay again, because I can hopefully save some seed. I'm trying to save the seed and try again next year. But yeah, I mean, I haven't been out in my garden as much as I normally am in the summertime. It was excessively hot, and I just had other things to do, you know. But yeah, here I am, and I just thought I'd try and get this video in, and maybe a video out the front before winter. And for winter time, I'll start discussing things to do within the home and in this particular area. Maybe it's a bit of a dark subject I'm going to be going on to, or not maybe, it is. But I'll warn people at the start of the video. If they're not able to pray, then don't watch the videos. Anyway, yeah, waffling, and love out to you all. Bye for now.